This fall and winter, something terrifying is creeping into our grocery stores. Empty shelves, rising prices, and a struggle to find the basics you rely on. Extreme weather, supply chain chaos, and a worker shortage are creating a perfect storm. The food system is cracking under pressure, and soon some everyday items may vanish. Imagine stepping into your store, only to find bare aisles where your meals used to begin. Don't wait for that moment. We'll show you 12 essential products that could disappear, and why now is the time to stock up. Prepare before it's too late. Number 12, canned tomatoes. Canned tomatoes are a kitchen lifesaver. They're the backbone of countless dishes. Soups, stews, sauces. Without them, millions of recipes fall apart. But this fall and winter, your beloved canned tomatoes might start disappearing. Why? It starts with the crops. Devastating weather has hit major tomato-growing regions like California and Spain. Droughts, heat waves, and storms have ruined harvests. Fields that once overflowed with tomatoes now sit barren. The supply is shrinking fast, but it doesn't end there. The factories that turn fresh tomatoes into cans are also in crisis. Worker shortages are strangling production. Many facilities haven't recovered from pandemic-related setbacks. Staff is stretched thin. Supplies are delayed. Output has plummeted. The result? Fewer canned tomatoes on supermarket shelves. Prices are already creeping higher. Soon they may skyrocket. Or worse, those cans may vanish entirely. Imagine trying to cook your favorite pasta dish or chili on a cold winter night and realizing there's no canned tomatoes in sight. Don't let that happen. Stock up now. A few extra cans in your pantry could be the difference between a perfect meal and a kitchen disaster. Number 11, canned fish. Canned fish like tuna, sardines, and mackerel are pantry essentials. Affordable, long-lasting, packed with protein. These little tins are a lifeline during tough times. But soon they might be out of reach. Why? The oceans are running low. Overfishing is pushing fish stocks to the brink. Marine ecosystems are shifting in ways we can't control. Fewer fish mean fewer catches, and the supply is shrinking rapidly. And that's not all. The factories that turn these catches into canned goods are struggling too. Labor shortages are crippling production lines. Add in shipping delays and ingredient shortages, and you've got a recipe for disaster. Canned fish production has slowed to a crawl. When demand rises and supplies drop, the results are scary. Higher prices, empty shelves. Imagine reaching for a can of tuna when you need it most, only to find it's nowhere to be found. The time to act is now. If canned fish is a staple in your meals, secure your stash. Don't wait for the panic to start. Stock up before these affordable sources of protein are gone. Your pantry could depend on it this fall and winter. Number 10, rice. Rice is a global food staple. It's the foundation of countless meals and a must-have in homes everywhere. But this fall and winter, it might become harder to find. A rice shortage could be creeping closer, and the signs are alarming. The problem begins far from your pantry. Major rice exporting countries like India and Thailand are pulling back. They've imposed restrictions to protect their own supplies. This means less rice is making its way to global markets. Add to that, labor shortages in key growing regions are slowing production. Crops aren't being planted or harvested fast enough, but the trouble doesn't stop there. Demand for non-perishable foods has skyrocketed. More people are turning to rice as a reliable, long-lasting staple. With so much pressure on production, the shelves are starting to feel the strain. If rice is a regular part of your meals, take this as a warning. A shortage could leave you scrambling. Imagine walking into your store and finding the rice section completely bare. Prices could soar. Supplies could vanish. The solution? Stock up while you can. Rice has a long shelf life and stores easily. A few extra bags now could save you from a food crisis later. Don't wait until it's too late. Number 9, pasta. Pasta. It's comforting, versatile, and a go-to staple in almost every home. But what if I told you that your favorite spaghetti, macaroni, and lasagna might vanish from store shelves this fall and winter? A pasta shortage is looming, and it's no joke. The crisis begins with wheat, the heart and soul of pasta. Wheat harvests have taken a devastating hit this year. Unpredictable weather patterns have wreaked havoc on crops. Droughts have scorched fields. Torrential rains have drowned others. Major wheat-producing regions like the US and Europe are left with yields far below normal. And there's more. During the pandemic, demand for non-perishable foods like pasta skyrocketed. Factories struggled to keep up, and shelves emptied faster than they could be restocked. The pressure hasn't eased. It's only getting worse. The result? The pasta supply is shrinking. Prices are climbing. And soon, your favorite pantry staple might be out of reach. Imagine planning a cozy winter dinner, only to realize there's no pasta to be found. Don't wait for that day. Stock up now. Semolina pasta, in particular, stores well and lasts longer. A few extra boxes in your cupboard could keep your family fed. while others scramble in empty aisles. Number 8, butter. The secret to so many delicious recipes. From baking to cooking, it's an absolute essential. But get ready for a harsh reality. This creamy kitchen favorite could soon be missing from supermarket shelves. A butter shortage is on the horizon, and it's deeply unsettling. The trouble starts with milk, the lifeblood of butter. Milk production is in crisis. Extreme weather like droughts and heat waves have hammered dairy farms. Fresh milk supplies are significantly down, leaving less for butter production. But that's not all. Factory disruptions are making matters worse. Labor shortages are hitting production lines hard. Add logistical nightmares to the mix, and suddenly even getting butter to your local store is a challenge. Production capacity has dropped, and the gaps in supply are starting to show. Now imagine this scenario. You're preparing your holiday treats or Sunday breakfast, and you reach for the butter. But it's not there. Shelves wiped clean, prices through the roof. A truly chilling thought. The solution? Act now! Butter freezes incredibly well. Stocking up today means you'll have enough to see you through the coming months, no matter how empty the shelves get. Don't leave your recipes incomplete. Secure your stash before it's too late. Number 7, honey. Nature's golden gift. A sweet, sticky treasure that lasts forever. But this beloved staple might soon slip through our fingers. A honey shortage is brewing, and the reasons will leave you stunned. Bees are in trouble. These tiny essential workers are vanishing. Climate change is wreaking havoc on their habitats. Pesticides poison them, and urban sprawl steals the places they need to thrive. Without bees, honey production grinds to a halt. But the problems don't stop in the beehives. Transport delays are choking supply chains. Honey producers are struggling to get their product to market. Less honey is making it onto store shelves, and what does is becoming more expensive. Picture this. Your favorite natural sweetener, gone. No drizzling over yogurt, no sweetening your tea, no baking your grandmother's cherished recipes. The pantry feels empty. Don't wait until it's too late. Honey has a practically infinite shelf life. A few jars in your kitchen now could save you from frustration and high prices later. Stock up before the shortage gets worse. Protect your supply of this liquid gold, because once it's gone, it may not come back soon. Number 6, coffee. The lifeline for millions. The energy kick that starts your day. But brace yourself, coffee lovers. A storm is brewing. Your favorite drink is facing a crisis, and it's more serious than you think. The problem begins in coffee-growing giants like Brazil and Colombia. These countries are being battered by extreme weather. Frosts are destroying coffee crops. Droughts bake the earth dry. Floods drown the fields. The results? Fewer beans, worse quality, a nightmare for coffee production. But that's not the end of this bitter tale. The pandemic has triggered labor shortages. There aren't enough workers to pick the beans. Coffee farms are struggling to keep up, and with less coffee being harvested, prices are climbing fast. The shelves could soon look empty. Think about it. Your morning cup gone. The comforting aroma, just a memory. The cafe runs no longer possible. A world without coffee is a scary thought. The solution? Start preparing now. Stock up on your favorite blends before it's too late. Consider buying green coffee beans. They last much longer than roasted ones. Or explore alternatives like tea or yerba mate to keep your energy up. Don't wait until the shortage hits hard. Protect your coffee supply while you still can. Number 5, ground beef. A kitchen favorite. From juicy burgers to spaghetti sauces and meatballs, it's a must-have in many households. But what if I told you this staple could soon vanish? That's the grim reality we're facing. The meat industry is in turmoil. Processing plants are struggling. Why? Labor shortages. The pandemic has left slaughterhouses and factories understaffed. With fewer hands on deck, production has slowed dramatically. But there's more. Supply chain chaos is clogging up the system. Meat can't get from farms to your supermarket shelves. The result? Scarcity. Stores running out faster than they can restock. And when supplies drop, prices shoot up. Ground beef may soon feel more like a luxury than an everyday item. Imagine it, planning your family's meals and realizing a key ingredient is missing. No burger nights. No hearty casseroles. Just empty shelves where ground beef once sat. What can you do? Act now! Stock your freezer with ground beef before the shortages hit full force. It freezes well and stays fresh for months. Don't wait until the prices skyrocket or the shelves are bare. Protect your kitchen from this brewing crisis. Because without ground beef, what's dinner without a heart? Number 4, canned soups. A lifesaver on cold, busy nights. They're comforting, long-lasting, and so easy to prepare. But this cozy kitchen essential could soon disappear. Yes, canned soups might vanish from shelves, leaving your pantry bare. Why? The problems are piling up. Factories that make these soups are struggling. Labor shortages are slowing production lines. Key ingredients are harder to come by. And even when the cans are ready, transportation issues are causing chaos. Delivery delays have supermarkets scrambling to restock. It's a perfect storm. And the result? Shelves looking emptier by the day. Prices climbing higher. That trusted can of soup you rely on. It might become a rare find. Picture it. A chilly winter evening. You reach for a can of chicken noodle soup, but it's not there. The store also empty. That simple moment of comfort, gone. Don't wait for that to happen. Stock up now. Canned soups can last for years if stored properly. A well-stocked pantry will keep you ready for any cold evening or busy day. Secure your supply before the shortages catch you off guard. Because when the shelves clear out, comfort will be hard to come by. Number 3, flour. The backbone of your kitchen. The key to baking bread, crafting desserts, and creating so many family favorites. But brace yourself. Flour could soon become a rare treasure. Why? The challenges are stacking up. The demand for flour exploded during the pandemic as people took to baking at home. Mills struggled to keep up. Now they're facing an even bigger crisis. Labor shortages are slowing operations. Transportation chaos is delaying deliveries. And it gets worse. Wheat crops, the very foundation of flour, are under attack. Worldwide, extreme weather is wreaking havoc. Droughts scorch the fields. Torrential rains destroy crops. Harvests plummet. And with them, the production of flour takes a big hit. The shelves may run dry and prices will climb higher than ever. Imagine this scenario. You reach for flour to bake a comforting loaf of bread or whip up pancakes for the family. But the bag is empty. The store? Cleared out. Your kitchen, missing an essential ingredient. Don't wait for that day to come. This is your warning. Stock up on flour now. Stored properly, it can last months. Act before shortages hit hard. Protect your pantry. Because without flour, your favorite recipes could become distant memories. Number 2, powdered milk. A pantry essential. A reliable, long-lasting source of nutrition. But what if this staple vanished? Sadly, that's the frightening reality we're facing. The problem starts at its source, fresh milk. Droughts are ravaging farmland. Water is running out. Livestock are producing less. Farmers are struggling, and the supply of milk is dwindling. Without fresh milk, powdered milk production grinds to a halt. But the trouble doesn't stop there. Processing plants are in crisis. Labor shortages are shutting them down. Trucks are delayed. Supply chains are backed up, and shipments are being canceled. Factories can't keep up, and supermarket shelves are starting to go bare. Imagine it. You depend on powdered milk to make coffee, to feed your kids, or to store for emergencies. One day, it's simply gone. The prices skyrocket. The shelves are empty. You're left scrambling, unsure of where to turn. The solution? Act now! Stock up before powdered milk disappears completely. Properly stored, it can last for years. Don't wait. A pantry stocked with powdered milk could be your lifeline this winter. Because when it's gone, it may stay gone for a long, long time. Number 1, sugar. A sweet staple in every kitchen. From cakes to coffee, it's everywhere. But beware, this everyday essential is in danger. Sugar could soon vanish from supermarket shelves. The trouble starts where it's grown. Sugarcane and sugar beet fields are suffering. Droughts are drying them out. Floods are drowning crops. Key producers like Brazil and India are taking a hard hit. Their harvests are shrinking. Output is plummeting. But there's more. Even the sugar that survives the fields faces problems. Processing plants are struggling. Labor shortages are slowing production lines. Supply chains are breaking down. Shipments are delayed or canceled. The result? Global markets are starving for sugar. And shortages are creeping closer to your local store. Picture this. You reach for sugar to sweeten your tea, bake a birthday cake, or make holiday treats. But it's gone. The shelves are cleared. The prices soar. Suddenly, everyday life feels a little less sweet. Don't wait for the crisis to hit. Stock up now. Sugar can sit safely in your pantry for months. A few extra packets could make all the difference. This is your warning. Secure your stash before this vital ingredient disappears.